Hey, how's it going? Today is 7th of July, Sunday, and we are taking a look at the market and what kind of opportunities we can find. In today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at new gold, a little bit data. Even yesterday, we were taking a look at some of the digital space agreements where Europe was entering agreements with Japan when it comes to sharing data. Not necessarily what that they gonna be doing it, but would definitely see a lot of opportunities when it comes to data mining and what and how much value they can try to capture when it comes to mining data. We can try only to understand. So in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at data mining and what that is and what information is available out there. We can take a look at perhaps for this time at Wikipedia, so it should be quote unquote perhaps neutral, since I have my own understanding, and perhaps there are different articles up there. But let's take a look at Wikipedia for once, and let's try to understand what data mining is. Data mining is the process of extracting and discovering patterns in a large data sets involving methods and/or interactions of machine learning, statistics, and database systems. Data mining is interdisciplinary field of computer science and/or statistics, with the overall goal of extracting information from the data sets and transforming the information into a comprehensive structure for further use. Data mining is analyzing steps of knowledge discovery in databases. Process of KDD, aside from raw analyze steps, it also involves databases and the data management aspects, data pre-processing, modeling, and inference considerations, interdistinctness metrics, complexity considerations, post-processing and discovered structures, visualization, and online updating. So they will try to break down the entire process and how it would begin and how it progressed and how it will be closed with later once data was to be mined that would progress into visualization on or apply online updating quote unquote, right? But it more than likely depending on where this data would be used. The term data mining is misnomer because of the goal of extraction of patterns and knowledge from large amount of data, not the extraction mining of data itself. It also is a buzzword and frequently applied to any form of large-scale data or information processing, as well as any applications and all computer decision support systems, including artificial intelligence. Or it could be understood as machine learning. So this is where a lot of people have a lot of definitions describing similar or very same process. And business intelligence, often more general terms. Large scale data analysts and analysts or were referring to actual methods, artificial intelligence and or machine learning are more appropriate. Again, there is from one buzzword of data mining, we're potentially progressing to another words of artificial intelligence or machine learning. The actual data mining task is a semi-automatic, or perhaps it should be, or automatic analysis of large quantities of data to extract previously unknown interesting patterns such as groups of data records, cluster analysis, unusual records, and or dependencies. They usually involves using databases techniques such as spatial indices. These patterns can be used as a kind of summary of the input data as may be used by further analysis, for example, in machine learning and or predictive analytics. For example, data mining steps might be identify multiple groups of data which can be used to obtain more accurate predictions resulted by decision support systems. Neither the data collection, data preparation, nor result preparation and all reporting is a part of data mining step. Although they do not belong to overall KDD process of additional steps. The difference between data analysis and data mining is that data analysis is used to test models of hypotheses of data sets, i.e. analyzing the effectiveness of marketing campaigns regardless of the amount of data in contrast. Data mining uses machine learning and or statistical models to uncover clandestine of hidden patterns in a large volume of data. So they keep coming back to finding out patterns and or the repetition and trying to predict based on the past experience of what future data might look like. We keep coming back to that, but not necessarily the way how myself I would define it. I would define it. There's a lot of no information I have read previously. Right, I would define it completely different. Sometimes data could be unlabeled, data could be labeled, and how to make sense of data. And some of the systems could be used, but again, it's such a wide area, so I thought I'll try to take a look at what information is available up there and trying to understand what they're referring to. The related term, data threading, data fishing, and or data snooping refer to use of data mining method to sample parts of large population data sets that are too small to reliable statistics inference to be made about the validity of any patterns discovered. These methods can, however, be used in creating new hypotheses to test against the large data populations or the large data sets. Perhaps let's keep history. While history might be important, it's just that this video might be too long. We can take a look at the background quickly. The manual extraction of patterns from data can occur for have been occurring for centuries. Early methods of identifying patterns in the data includes there is a lot of theories, and so it's been ongoing thing since many hundreds of years, since the 1700 to 1800. Proliferation of ubiquity and all increasing power of computer technology have dramatically increased data collection, storage, and manipulation ability. As data sets have grown in size and complexity, direct hands-on data analysis has increasingly been augmenting with indirect automated data processing, aiding to other discoveries in decision trees and or decision rules as support vector machines. We can stop there for a second. So that would be potentially how things can be improved when it comes to decision making. So it's something that they're referring, which potentially can help based on historical data, compare against some of the decisions that have been made today, and how that would potentially, or at least on the paper, can improve entire decision making. Data mining is a process of applying these methods with intention of uncovering hidden patterns in large data sets. It brings the gap from applied statistics and artificial intelligence, provide a mathematical background to data's management by exploring the way data is stored and or indexed in databases to execute the actual learning and or discovery algorithms more effectively, allowing such methods to be applied in ever large data sets. We can take a look at, no, perhaps I can share a process. From there, we can take a look at perhaps one business. Again, I'm not supporting any of those businesses. I have recently seen a lot of investments being made when it comes to potentially data centers and how those are being built, and some of the new hardware that would be invested in some of those data centers, and how that, at least on the paper, can optimize some of those businesses, giving them that extra boost compared to their competitors. And some of those businesses, if they made investments right now, that could potentially make them very competitive for next 6 months, since competitors not necessarily would have the same technology, right? But that could be something that we can close this video on. That once we touch on the process, so that would be Knowledge discovery on a databases. KDD process is commonly defined with these stages. That could be potentially selection, pre-processing, transformation, data mining, interpretation, evaluation, which include 5 steps, and from there we're progressing to if exists, however, many variations of the theme, such as across industry standards processing for data mining, which identifies 6 phases: business understanding, data preparation, modeling, evaluation, and deployment. I find it interesting. I can see so many opportunities within this kind of area, but when that being said, we can take a look at one of those businesses out there who have recently invested a lot in hardware. There are many examples. I just picked one that I have heard about. That would be reports Saudi Arabia acquired 3,000 NVIDIA GPUs. UAE buys thousands. Saudi Arabia and or United Arab Emirates have bought thousands of NVIDIA GPUs as they deploy to generative AI applications. There's a lot of statements, so we can take a look at some of this hardware. Perhaps have the name of this particular hardware that the Saudi government thousands. There is a name of University of Science and Technology has acquired a latest 3,000 NVIDIA 800 chips, each worth of 40,000. One chip. That's how much one cost. I don't know. Perhaps there is a reason why it costs so much, right? 40,000. Just that it might be very expensive technology, and or perhaps not necessarily based on how much it would cost to manufacture one of these chips, but how much value it can generate for its customer. So perhaps that's a value proposition there. Something that some of these technologies that they potentially have right now, as well as time would show what they would do with this technology, right? It's a very interesting field. I would like to get into and or understand this field a little bit better. Thanks for watching. See you next one.